Mark Clements with NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, over here with Khattak High's head tennis coach, Kyle Jackson. After a successful year for you guys, you had a state champion in singles with Nick Watson, a couple doubles runner-ups in state. So I guess just kind of for starter to sort of assess the season as a whole. And, like I mentioned, Nick Watson's a freshman, Andrew Bienvenu and Steven Bienvenu, both sophomores. You got a really young team. What were sort of the expectations coming into this year, and then when you kind of recap where y'all finished up, are you surprised by how well you guys did?
Pleasantly surprised. Yeah, we had a senior-heavy team last year. Graduated 7 or 8 guys, and they carried the team for the 4 years that they were participating on the team. And so we had a young group, relatively inexperienced. So definitely the expectations were obviously high, but they lived up to it. So I'm pleasantly surprised.
What are some of the challenges when you do lose that many seniors, not only on the court, just guys who have that kind of talent and go on to the next level, but just in terms of the leadership? These guys haven't played in the state tournament, that kind of thing. Just what were sort of the challenges early on?
Absolutely, it's rebuilding the culture is the biggest hurdle as far as I'm concerned. All of these guys had obviously leadership roles in the way they conducted themselves at practice, during matches, how they responded to those high pressure situations. I think that helped that a lot of the younger guys got to see that as being members of the team, not necessarily playing, but then also they were eager to fulfill that role. They knew there's big shoes to fill, but they definitely stepped up to the challenge, and they were looking forward to that. And
we talked beforehand a little bit. You said you had some injuries you had to kind of battle through early on. Talk a little bit about that and sort of how you got through those, and obviously to a successful ending.
Well, we definitely had some injuries that could have held us back, but luckily we're so deep. A lot of guys were eager to step up to the plate, and they responded well to that. We had an incident where one guy had a chainsaw malfunction, almost lost his thumb. He was able to come back 100%, luckily. Another guy, Andrew Bienvenu, had a devastating ankle injury. We're glad that he was able to bounce back from that, but he was out for a long time. He missed a lot of the regular season because of that time in the boot, but he was there supporting us the whole way. And then Nick actually broke his nose while we were leading up to the postseason. He broke his nose, so that was kind of up in the air for a while as far as how we were going to handle that. But he didn't let that stop one bit. It's fine now, thankfully. But that could have been a huge hurdle for us to overcome. But he didn't let it bother him at all, and the team really appreciate that. I know that he's a stud for putting up with that. I don't know if I could have done that.
I want to give Wayne Aguilar a shout out. I missed his name earlier, but also a strong showing from him throughout the year. But let's go back to Nick real quick. As a freshman, you mentioned broke his nose. It seemed like he kind of a lot of hurdles to jump. Being a freshman coming in. What did you expect from him when he came in, and then how quickly did he impress you with his skills?
Well, I haven't really seen him play before. There was a lot of hype surrounding him. I knew he was a solid player, but there's nowhere to hide on the court. So obviously, once he got out there, he made short work of his opponents, and it was it was fun to watch. He's a dynamic player. He changes it up. He takes direction well, and the best thing about him is he always wants to get better. So he's always looking for, just because he beat somebody is not good enough. He wants to increase that margin, which as a coach, I couldn't ask for anything better as a player, out of a player.
And this is, you just finished your 8th total year with Khattak High. Your 3rd as your head coach. So you got to enter your 4th year. Obviously, a lot of talent to keep working with. I guess when you kind of look forward, a bright future from what you got coming back next year?
I think so. I think all the guys, they got a real good taste, sense of how close we were as being state runner-ups this year. So now they're hungrier than ever. They got one more year under their belt, which only helps. And a lot of the competition, in my opinion, is kind of thinning out. They're always formidable schools that we face in the postseason, but we're only getting stronger, and we're not losing anybody except for our captain, James Isaacs. And so that's really going to be a driving force moving forward, is the experience and the hunger that our guys have.
Well, obviously, a bright future for Khattak High. That's Kyle Jackson, the head coach. I'm Mark Clements, NOLA.com, Times-Picayune.